Hello, everyone, and welcome to Greater Haverhill Art Association's podcast, Meet the Artist. Greater Haverhill Arts Association is one of the biggest and most popular art associations in the area. And what we like to do is we have these amazing artists, so we like to bring them to you, let them tell you a little bit about themselves, and maybe even show you some of their artwork. So, once again, I am your hostess, Joan Turner. And today we are welcoming Miss Tina Rawson. And she's an award-winning Swedish American painter, loves painting expressive, colorful artwork. And she works in oils, acrylics, watercolors, loves movement and texture, and works with a great deal of joy. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and welcome Miss Tina into the art room right now.
Hi.
So, hello, Tina, and thank you for joining us today. I've been excited. I've been excited to see your work. I was looking around on your website. It looks very cool.
Thank
So,
you.
you're welcome. So,
Thanks.
how are you doing today?
I am very well. I'm getting ready for open studios, so
Nice.
it's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. Tell people what Open Studio is.
Yes, so I moved into 14 Cedar Street Studios. I have one of the smaller ones on the third floor. It's lovely. It's got great light, and I am happy to be with other artists here, and we're all doing an open studios this weekend.
Okay.
So
So, where is that located? Cedar Street, is that in Amesbury? Where is that?
yes,
In Amesbury.
it's on 14 Cedar Street in Amesbury. There's lots of parking. There's an elevator, and I'm in 319B. That's my studio.
Very cool.
So you just go down the hall, kind of catty corner from Donald Journey's space, and then you go through a green door, and I'll be on the left-hand side.
Very cool,
So
very
yeah.
cool. So if anyone gets a chance, they absolutely should go see that. Now, having said that, this is recorded, so by the time this airs, people that this will have already gone by. But you're there, are you there all the time?
No, but I'm here by appointment. So anytime
Okay,
someone wants to meet with
cool,
me, just,
very
yeah,
cool.
you can reach me.
Okay,
Yeah.
but your exhibit is there all the time. That's your space.
This
Yeah?
is my space.
All
I
right.
hung all this art to show
Oh, I
people
love you.
for Open Studio, so I'm happy to share it with you.
That's awesome. Well, I'm sure everyone else, including myself, wants to know more about you. I saw Swedish American artist. So
Mhm.
tell me where you're from, all that good
Yeah.
stuff, and how you got interested in art.
Okay. So I am I grew up in Pittsburgh, but at the age of 13, we moved to Sweden, my mother, sister, and I. And so I lived in Lund, which is southern Sweden, for about 6 years, back to the States for college. But ever since, my mother's family lives there. So I go there once a year, and I'm very influenced by Sweden, and I speak the language, and I keep in touch with my relatives there. And
Say
it does
some, wait, wait,
keep
say
into
something
my
in
art.
Swedish. Say something in Swedish. Say,
Hey,
oh,
yeah.
what? Go ahead. What are you going to say?
I was just gonna say hi, how are you? But
Okay, go ahead, go ahead.
hey, hur mår du?
Hey, who the more to do? Did I say it
Yeah.
right? All
Mhm.
right, see, now I have a
Yeah.
new language. How do you say art is fantastic in Swedish?
Konst är fantastisk.
Ah, see, we knew that.
Yeah.
You can, that's great. That's
Yeah.
awesome. I'm amazed at people who speak multi-languages, so I'm jealous. So, but continue on, continue on. So you were there for 6 years. You learned the language, went to school here, go
Hmm.
back to visit once a year. All right.
Yeah.
So how did you get interested in that? Like, did you, my mother said to me when I was a little baby, I would get crayons and draw all over the place. So
Hmm.
forever, ever. How did you get interested?
Yeah, I think it was in my blood. I just did it all the time. I
Yeah.
drew and drew and drew.
You
That
have
was my favorite
pencils?
thing.
Pencils? Yeah.
No, I use markers mainly, I guess,
Okay.
and crayons. I
All
love
right.
crayons. I still
Crayons.
love crayons. They are
You and
so
me
evocative
both.
of my childhood.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Very
And
cool.
I was very much into art as a child and just kind of made everything as pretty as I could and matched my clothes and made my cards and gift wrapped all the family's presents and
So you always
it's
had a
just
creative flair. Do other
yeah, I always
people,
love to do that.
other people in my family like to draw and paint. Do you have other artists in your family, or just everyone
Yes.
is creative? Oh, okay. All right.
Yes, I
So,
have a actually very creative family. My dad is a writer and an actor,
oh
and my
wow.
mother is an artist, a weaver, textile artist,
Oh
and
my
my
gosh.
grandfather was a plein air artist, and my great grandmother was a watercolorist. And so there's lots of
There's
people.
lots. So you're right. It's in the genes. So did you have a mentor? Did one of them mentor you, or did
Well, I want to give a shout out to Lily Schwartz if she's watching, because she was huge in my development because she believed in me. So, hi, Lily,
nice.
if you're
Hello,
here.
Lily.
Yes.
What did she do? What did she do that influenced you?
So I had always kind of done art on this side
Yeah.
forever, and I didn't choose it as my career. I did study it in school, but then I went into teaching and marketing. So I kind of did, I like to call it creative adjacent
Yeah.
careers.
That's
I
great.
tried
That's
to make
great. I love
money and
it.
be creative, but it wasn't really spot on until
Uh-huh.
I met Lolly about, oh my gosh, 20 years ago, I guess, at this point. But I had always been taking art classes too, and she thought that I could really paint. And she's like, you should do this. I thought she told me she saw an artist in me. So that was
So
really,
was she an artist? Was she a teacher?
yeah,
Just a
she is an
friend?
artist. She's a
Oh,
local
okay.
artist in Amesbury. And I took her class and I loved it. And I was trying really, really hard to learn painting
Nice.
because I'd done crafts and all sewing and, watercolor and drawing and all that stuff. But actual oil painting I had never done. And that was really a challenge for me. But
Was
she's like,
that a challenge? Now, people say watercolor is the most challenging. Do you find that to be true, or you think it's oils?
I think oils because I don't
Oils.
have the temperament for it because I want things to go fast
I
and I
want
don't
it
want to wait
yesterday.
around.
Yeah, 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 right. I can
Yeah.
relate to that.
Yeah.
So
So
she,
I like acrylics now. I've moved to acrylics actually. Yeah.
you know what? I have been doing like sip and paints and wine and paints. And when I first started doing them, like I know I'm aging myself, but like 30,000 years ago, I used to use oils. But then it was difficult for people to get their pictures home because at that point, you're using linseed oil and this and that, and it just
Hmm.
took like months for them to dry. So we actually did switch over to acrylics because in the beginning because they dried so fast. But now I actually like them and sometimes switch. I use them together. Like I'll do an acrylic background because it dries really fast, and then I'll use some oils on the foreground and because I like the blending and so on and so forth. So
Yeah, that's a good way of doing it for
yeah.
sure.
Do you ever mix mediums? I
I
used to
do.
do.
I'm trying to put more interesting layers in my acrylic paintings. So I like to add different media to make it either thicker or thinner. I use, you know, um, all different kinds of paints.
Okay.
And yeah. So
Like, do you use like I think there's like a modeling paste. I had one student who was doing a brain. So she did it in oils, but she put this paste stuff on there first so that it looked like a 3D brain, which totally, she was a great artist and it looked really good. But I'm like, really? We got to do a brain here? It was kind
yeah.
of disgustingly gross. But so do you ever
Yeah.
use anything like that? It was like, I tried it after that. It was kind of cool.
I've used crackle paint. I've used medium that makes it look like little stones or sand. I've
Oh,
used
yeah, yeah, yeah.
resin is my new thing I'm playing with.
Oh, so
So I'm
resin, what? Resin, you put paint in the resin or you're resining your
see,
your
here's a resin piece right there. This one is
Oh,
made out of
that's
resin.
cool. Okay, so
Yeah.
you're using the resin as like a sealer.
It's a mold. Yeah, and it's gets poured into it, and then I used resin actually on my latest painting.
Nice. Oh my gosh,
I could see.
that's beautiful.
Um,
So in the
yeah, it's
sunflower, I see
fun.
those
It's
spots.
very glossy and beautiful. So I'm
Yeah.
happy, that that's come out, and I'm working on developing a different style, something that's going to be unique. I think that people will enjoy having in their house because a little shine never hurt anyone.
You know what, I totally think you can never have enough bling. I not
Right.
only put, I not only put a lot of shine on them, I actually put sparkles in them. That's everyone who comes to my house because it's impossible to clean sparkles out of your house. So everyone who comes here leaves with a little bit of a shine. That's what I tell them.
Yeah, I love that. That's great.
Yeah,
You
that's
need to
awesome.
spread your sparkle, spread your shine.
Spread your sparkle. I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you learned at school, all right, you took it, it wasn't your major, but you learned at school and then taking lessons. Is that how you
Well, I
learned?
studied it for 2 years in school, and then I entered education, and then I studied it all along on the side, different ways, and just
And
go
then,
to museums and go to
okay,
classes, all different things.
so you experimented with different mediums like watercolor, oil, this and that, and you're saying acrylic is your favorite, but do you still experiment different things? Are you just going to develop the acrylic painting,
Well, like I said, resin is
the
new, and
resin?
I still do watercolor. Like I'm doing little cards for to sell at open studios,
Right.
and I teach art, so I have a lot of supplies, everything for the kids,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah. I I
yeah,
actually used to teach children's classes, but now I just do them private lessons. Kids
yeah,
see me coming, you know what I mean? I make cookies before class, and it's like they get there and try to party, which is fine. Fine, I want them to have a good time. On the other hand, the parents are paying for art lessons, so it's like, let's
yeah.
teach them. So we do private lessons for the kids.
That's
But
nice. Yeah, I do
yeah,
that too. And I love it because I used to teach, preschool for years, and
yeah.
I miss the kids. Their energy is so
Their
amazing. So,
energy is amazing. I had a child painting purple sunshine and he's like, "Is it okay if I paint purple sun?" I said, "You are the creator. You can do whatever you want." So they really
yeah,
keep you with a fresh perspective for sure.
yeah.
So so
I love
I,
it too. So that's fun. And then I'm trying now to develop grown-up classes for my
okay, yeah.
grown-ups.
Yeah, that's awesome. So
Sure.
do you work besides doing this art or is art is this how you make your living? Is I guess what I'm trying to ask.
I'm trying to make my living this way. Yeah.
Okay, nice, nice.
Yeah,
I think you'll
since
do.
COVID.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
totally. Can now I saw you get up and walk around. Do you mind showing us more? I see all the artwork in the background, so
Yeah.
you could kind of walk
Yeah.
around, show us. Tell us
I'm
some of
gonna try
your
to turn
favorite pieces.
you. I'll try to turn you around if I can. Let me
Sure.
see. Um, okay, here it is. Yeah. So there's going to be those pieces there. The top one was Constellation of Friends, which
Oh,
is a series I did in 2020 with 12 local women in local environments. And I
yeah.
used their sun signs as a inspiration point. So this is
Oh,
Gemini. And these
oh.
are going to be, some of these will be on show at my solo show at the Newburyport Art Association, which is coming up 11/23, November 23rd. And this
Okay,
is for the brides and grooms out there. This is sort of a Chagall inspired wedding.
okay. Very cool.
And I thought that would be a fun thing to do live events. I've done some stuff painting on, on at a live event, whether it be
Like
a
a
wedding or a
demo.
party or
Okay.
whatever.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And then these are, oh, yep. So see here, that's gazebo. This one,
can you get
that's
closer to them? Can you get closer to them?
the top one is called gazebo. Sorry.
That's okay. That's
And
okay.
it was painted at the Newburyport Atkinson Park. And I did it on plein air, meaning, you know, I painted it outside and finished it in
Sure.
the studio.
Yeah.
And I prep the background first and then I work on it. And I love how it came out. It's really fun.
So
It's
how do
like
you prep? How do you prep the background?
I do all the colors, crazy colors in the background. I give myself a real challenge. All those pinks, yellow, I smeared it all over and then I brought it with me and I found a spot that I thought
Very
would work
cool.
well.
Yeah, kind of comes from the back forward there.
Yeah,
I
and
love it.
I liked it too. This is bonfire with my daughter.
Ah, you don't look old enough to have a daughter.
I have two kids.
Oh
This
my
is my
goodness.
son.
Yeah.
Here's me. But the key is her. She's I think really fierce and fantastic in this picture. She's controlling the fire and it's about her moving into adulthood.
Wow. Okay. That's
This is
nice.
a nice piece here. It's kind of hard. It's very summery. It was actually painted outdoors as well. And you can see the butterflies and the bees and all the fun things going on at that garden. This one's called Don't Forget the Line because it's well, it was funny because I was working on at Hoonan's, you know, the garden center.
Yes.
We
Yeah.
all went to that with the DHAA, and I was trying to get the lime to be the focal point,
Yeah.
but these red flowers kept on creeping in the pink.
Sure.
So I had to tell people not to forget the lime. This is also one that I prepped beforehand, and I love how the interplay of the
Okay,
colors.
wait, stop for a second. You prep ahead of time. How do you know what colors? You have an idea in your head, like,
I'm
yeah,
just
I'm just gonna.
working with what I do. And so I do it, and then that's my challenge. I have to work with
Okay,
it.
so when you prep the background, you don't have an idea in mind. You just whatever colors appear to you, you appeal to you, you put them
Yeah,
on there, and then work with those colors.
yeah,
Oh, that's pretty cool.
yeah. So they're all different. They all have a different
Yeah,
background. And like this one with the garden I just showed you, that
yeah.
has an orange background.
Uh-huh.
I just think it's really fun to have it come through.
Yeah. That's very cool.
But the top one, this one has more of a shine and blue and silver. See, anyhow, it came out really well with the colors of the leaves, I thought.
Nice.
And
Yes,
this is
beautiful.
Swedish inspired. See the lady
I
in the
love it.
Swedish
Yep.
Colgate's, it's called. I teach this to grown-ups.
And what's it called? Is it
It's a
called?
Swedish, it's a Swedish folk art style. It's called
Okay,
Colgate.
Swedish folk art. Okay, I just
Mhm.
didn't hear. All right,
Yeah,
very cool.
it's very fun.
Yeah, I was
Um,
looking on your website. You have a few of those. They're fun. They have a nice feel to them. They have a
yeah,
fun feel to them. Yeah,
yeah, they do. Thank you. And they're
you're
pretty
welcome.
it's easy to learn because well, not easy, but you know what I mean? It's like there's a set way of doing it. So it's something that I
Okay,
can teach people that they can learn that way and then put their own spin on it. So
nice, nice.
it's a good one to teach. And I'm involved a lot with Swedish groups and other Swedes. So
So how do
I
you
try
stay
to.
in touch online? Do you do
I
Zoom?
belong to an organization called VASA, VASA. It's
Okay.
Swedish American.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And all different. So are there people from all over the world there?
Nope. Well, I don't
Mostly
know,
Swedish?
maybe, but it's Scandinavian, basically.
Scandinavian. Okay, very
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyone who is interested in Scandinavian culture is welcome to join.
Vasa. All right.
VASA.
Did you start that? Are you on
No,
the
I didn't
board?
start it. I just joined it when my kids were little
Huh?
and
Oh,
we do
okay.
all the
All the
holidays
projects
and
and holidays. Very cool. Very
just to
cool.
keep the culture alive.
Right. So
Hmm.
your ideas and inspirations just where do those come from? They just pop into your head. Like I love the idea that you just do a background of colors and then create the picture around the background. I think that's cool.
It's very fun. It frees you up. So I'm inspired by Chagall and Klimt is one of my favorites. Art Nouveau, Van Gogh, Impressionism. I tried painting like a quote unquote, real plein air painter, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
couldn't. I wasn't my style. I
That's
couldn't
great.
do it. I didn't really. I don't care about making things look as they actually are. I care about making things look as they feel to me.
Yeah, I
That's what
was just
to
gonna
me is
say,
important.
feeling is what comes through
Yeah.
with your art. Like I said, as I was looking
Thank you.
to it, I'm like, wow, okay. And you said it was one of your goals, so I'm like, all right, she really reached her goal here. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I can do, a drawing that looks just like a thing or a person,
yeah,
but
yeah.
why do that these days when you have photography? I don't see for me personally, it's more about capturing
The feeling.
hopefully a good sunny feeling that you can pass on to other people. I mean, that's my goal. I'm not a political painter. I'm not really interested in passing on negative feelings. I want it to be
Good, good. Yeah. That's, you know what, artists are, a great group. I agree with you. Some get political, but most of them are like you. They want to show beauty, they want to show the joy in the world and,
hmm
and feeling. I think, let me ask you a question because I was going to say, I think that's what makes a successful piece is when someone actually gets a feeling when they look at your artwork. What to
Yeah, you
you?
hope. You
Yeah,
hope that they connect with it.
yeah.
So I do other things too, like little fairy things, like this
Do you?
one.
So
This is my
craft?
friend,
Okay,
and these are like some prints I'm going to be selling.
nice. Do what kind of prints? Are you giclée? What kind of prints do you make?
This is just these are like this one here. They're made on a luster paper.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
it's not declay, but it's a limited edition.
Very nice. Very
Yeah.
nice.
I'm walking you into my middle space because I've got set up for open studios here too.
Nice, nice.
More, 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 more.
That the one that you just passed that had all the dark in it
Uh-huh.
caught my eye immediately. Go back to the left, left, left. Some more, some more. That one, the dark one with the gold and what is
Mm-hmm.
that? Let me see that.
It's tulips.
Oh, it is tulips. You know what? From further away, it looked like people kind of walking around in the dark towards a lit door. See, I definitely
Oh,
felt something. Maybe it wasn't what you had in mind, but I did. Caught my eye right away. That's beautiful. Your work is
thank you.
beautiful anyway, but that one really caught my eye.
Oh, thank you.
Yes,
That one I like because it kind of is textural, which I
yeah,
try to do with my art. That looks to me like a
yeah,
weaving I might see
nice. Yeah, very
at
nice.
home or something.
Do you have
This is my
experience?
biggest and newest piece.
Wow. How big is that one? That one looks like a square, actually.
That's a square. I think it's 36 by 36.
Oh,
Let me
that
see.
is big.
Yeah,
That is,
that's
it
going in my
doesn't, yeah.
show.
Oh,
At
okay.
the
Didn't look quite that big on the wall, but
That
that,
one is featured on my ad, and I was in the paper
ah,
with
can we get closer, closer? I love all the detail in there. That's
it. Yeah.
beautiful.
I
The
incorporated
colors
the
are
Swedish
beautiful.
Kobe style that I was telling you about, the folk
Yes,
art. I put it in
okay.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She actually looks like a tarot card. I don't know if you're
Yeah,
into tarot, but
that is. She
oh,
is a
okay.
tarot card.
She is a tarot
Yay!
card. Yeah, she looks like the Empress. She's
She is
sitting
the
there.
Empress.
See?
Oh,
Ta-da!
Joan, you win.
Yeah, that's it. I love that. That is so cool.
Perfect. Yeah,
Ah,
I like mythology. I love stories
me
and
too. Me too. I actually do some card reading, and the minute I saw her, I'm like, oh my God, that's the Empress. Love
ooh,
it.
you do
Love it.
card reading?
I do. I do. Yeah, I tell
Oh,
people it's one facet of my multifaceted personality, and they just laugh and stuff.
yeah.
But I'm very interested in mythology, energy work, meditations, good stuff like that. So
Oh, good.
I recognized her right away. That's
This one
awesome.
is also a tarot card. Can you tell? I don't know if you can tell.
Let me see, that looks like the seven
Hint.
of, a hint, hint. She's the seven of pentacle. Oh, wait. I can't see it. She's wands. She's a
Yes.
wand. So seven of
The
wands.
queen. She's the Queen of Wands.
A Queen of Wands. Okay. I was looking at the seven sunflowers and I
Yeah.
said, all right, it must be the seven of,
Oh, I hadn't counted them.
seven
Oh,
of
I didn't know.
Wands.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then she's got my cat. That's my cat.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
I had
That
to
is
play
so
with that.
cool. That is so
Yeah.
cool. I at one point decided I was going to design my own tarot cards, but that just took like forever and ever. So, I kind of lost
Mm.
my momentum, but I have a few here and there. So, very
Well, there
cool.
were some, you'll have to do my reading someday, but that was somebody else who
Absolutely.
did that, and she pulled those cards. So I
Hmm.
was like, yay, that's good. So I'd
Yeah, you know
like
what?
to
That
try to
that
put it out.
I was going to say that gives me a really good idea. So when someone comes for a reading and they have a certain spread or they pull certain cards, you could do artwork with those cards. That would be awesome, actually. Especially if it was a good reading, they could hang it somewhere. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
that's what I'm trying to do, is trying
Yeah.
to manifest the good things that she told me. So
Hmm. Very
thinking
cool.
that I could, pass on that to others as well.
That is so cool. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Do you ever, now I have to ask you this question because I get asked all the time. Do you ever have an artist block? Do you have a point where you don't know, you get
Well,
blocked,
when I
creativity?
feel, yeah, I mean, I do sometimes get tired, but what I try to do is keep a log, a journal of
Uh,
ideas, so I can go through that. And then I always, when I go out in nature, I get
you
inspired.
get inspired. So do you walk around, take photographs that inspire you or yeah,
Yeah.
I do the same thing. Me and my partner sometimes we'll be riding in the car, we take pictures of the clouds because you can see images in the clouds and stuff like that. Sometimes we make cloud pictures. So my partner
Hmm.
is also an artist. He's retired, but he made his living doing art as well. First for the
Oh,
government, drawing Patriot missiles, and now more fine arts and stuff. So it's very cool. So
that
you
is
said
cool.
you said you teach, correct? Teach?
Yes.
All right.
Mm.
So do you find that students keep you inspired? Because I have times when I want to draw and paint consistently, like all day, all night. Then there's other times when I really don't. I'm kind of more laid back. But students are always like, I want to do this, I want to do that. So they keep you motivated. Do you find that your students prevent slumps by indefinitely present?
To be
Pre,
honest,
yeah.
I had such a fire lit under me during COVID. I took that advantage and ran with it. Like I
Mhm.
wasn't working, so I was like, I'm gonna use every second that I can because I had wanted to do
Yeah.
this forever.
Yeah.
And then I'm like wearing myself out because I can't stop. I don't really
Yeah.
have slumps.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
I just am just for 2 years. I've just been
Yeah.
really a lot of output.
A lot
Trying
of
to get
output.
better.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
trying to improve all the time.
hey, yeah, you never, I don't think that we ever reach a point where we say, okay, yeah, we know it all, blah, 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 this and that.
Right.
So, yeah,
So maybe, I'll get to that slumpy part, but
yeah.
hopefully it'll
I
be
don't,
later.
yeah, I don't think so. Like I said, I have periods where I kind of slow down, but just being around people and other artists and, I'll look at something, I'll say, oh, I want to do that. So,
Yes. And
yeah,
it is
totally.
nice being inspired by all the people here at
Yeah, yeah,
Cedar
totally.
Street Studios.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, staying in that environment will keep you motivated for sure, for sure.
I
Okay.
hope so, yeah.
Yeah. So
Well,
how
I
can
better go. I actually have
yeah,
to head
I'm
out.
all right,
So
before you do that, I was going to ask you, do you have a website, a Facebook page? How can people get a hold of you if they want to know more or maybe take a lesson or have an art party? How can they
sure.
how can they get
Um, so yeah, so I have it's my name, Tina Rawson, Rawson, art.com. And that's my website. And I'm on Instagram, Tina Rawson Art.
nice, nice. Okay, and you
And yeah,
also
Facebook too. Facebook
Facebook
is
too.
same.
Yep. And you also sell your artwork. Your artwork is available for sale and you take
Yes.
cash, obviously. Do you also do like Venmo, PayPal, all that good stuff? You
Yeah,
know?
I have a shop um on my website that I'm trying to add things to all the time. And
Yeah.
sell from my studio, and I have a show coming up November 23rd
Mhm.
at the Newburyport Art Association, and I called it Creative Connections
Nice.
because I love to connect with people all
Nice.
over the place. You know, I like to connect with people through art, so
Yeah.
that's why.
Well, you're very personable and very fun to talk to. And I hope
Oh,
people take
thanks.
you up on your offer and go see all your work. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, you're so kind. And I want to get a tarot card reading.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Okay,
All right.
good. Let's
All
do
right,
it
my
for
darling.
sure.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
very much. And I hopefully I will see you. Are you doing the holiday at Haskell, Hall Haskell in Ipswich?
Well, because I have the open studios this weekend and then I have my show.
Oh,
That
you
was
ran
just
out of time? What's
I
that
got
all about?
lost. So I felt
Yeah,
like I would have passed on that.
yeah. All right. Well, I am sure
Another
we
time.
will stay in touch. This is awesome. Thank you again.
Thank you. I really
Yeah,
appreciate it.
you're
Thank you so
welcome.
much, EHAA. You're the
Yes.
best. All
Bye for
right.
now.
Bye. Love you. Bye.
Love you too.